In terms of keyword research, do you just pick the research from Helium 10, for example, or do you look outside of Amazon as well to get some extra keywords?
Primarily Helium, especially if you're just launching, but you can also look at things like your search query performance once your product's actually launched. That's a really, really useful tool on Amazon that I'm still seeing people all the time not even know exists. And it's like, dude, this is the most data Amazon has fed to us in a decade, is this one tool. And so outside of that, Helium 10 is primary. I mean, we also use some things like Data Dive is another really good one. Obviously, you can use Jungle Scout, but Helium at the end of the day is going to be kind of always my go-to for the most part, just because it really is, in my opinion, just the best when it comes to being able to very quickly source keywords and also look through like competitors and create your own market even, right? Like if you know that you have like 10 different really competitive people against you or products against you, throw those into a market and get regular updates as to what they have done and add new keywords. If they're trying to break into a new niche or a new keyword that has some search volume, follow right behind them, right? Or be the guy who's doing it.
Great, great. And regarding the frequency, to check that update, so what you will suggest? So it depends on the competition and a lot of other factors.
Yeah, it depends on the competition and other factors. I'm always a firm believer in the idea that you should typically be rotating your keywords on a listing, your titles, your bullet point, your description, A plus content. You should be rotating that at least once monthly to kind of get the max amount of effect out of rankability and indexing on keywords. But I've seen some people who try and do it more frequently. They update their meta tags, once a week. That I'm a little less thinking that actually is going to be useful unless you're a very high sales volume product. Because the biggest thing is that you need those sales to be able to rank. And so if you're not getting, 1,000 plus sales a week, it's not going to be useful to you to rotate more frequently on any keywords.
You are good at conversion, right? So you mentioned price is one of the important factor. Let's assume the conversion dropped. Okay, we haven't changed the price. The price is static. So what are the other areas that you will look into to fix the issue?
So the thing I love about conversion is that price is the number one converting factor. So if conversion ever drops, you can always just work your way backwards through, the ICAP funnel. So your impressions, your click-through rates, your added carts. Your price never drops, okay? So your conversion, your purchases drop. Okay, what about added carts? Are we getting more or less brand cart abandoners, right? If we're starting to get less brand cart abandoners, we know that that also means our add to cart rate is dropping. Okay, so that could be an indicator of something on your product detail page, right? So you may have started a new advertising campaign for a specific keyword, and it turns out people think that keyword is super relevant to your product, and they click on it and it's not at all relevant to it. You're getting more impressions, you're getting more clicks, but if you're not getting your cart ads and you're not getting your purchases, it means it's not really a relevant keyword. The amount of times I have gone in where someone's like, yeah, this is the most relevant keyword I could have, but I'm not getting anything from it. We're getting so many clicks, we're getting so many impressions, but nobody's purchasing. I'm like, considered that it's not relevant and you are misleading people with your title and your image. So yeah, going through your PDP, understanding what your imagery is, how you're actually talking about the product, and you can look at things like reviews. Has your review rating dropped? If it has, then typically you'll see that more often with your click-through rate when it comes to reviews dropping a lot and rather than kind of conversions, but it's still an area to look at and see if you are accurately describing your product. But that's the thing, there's so many different avenues you can check. It always just kind of work your way back to see what is the actual starting line, right? Like, are you not getting impressions anymore, or are you just getting less? Okay, that could have something to do with advertising. Are you not getting clicks anymore? Okay, that has something to do with potentially advertising, but more likely your image and what you're going after.